One-on-one with Tito. More music, more entertainment news, exclusive interviews. This is One-on-One with Tito.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here in downtown Toronto with the one, the only, the hitmaster who's collaborated with the one and the only Mr. Lil Wayne. He started off with Richie Rich. He's well known across the world for his amazing talent. At the age of 11, he was known as somebody as a rapper. At the age of close to 30 now, he is now known as a R&B soul, a little bit of twist singer as they would call him. That's Mr. Jay Sean. Here with us live here today. Jay, how are you? How's your stay in Toronto so far?
It's been good, man. I mean, we just kind of, we got here last night, so just waiting to, to kill up the show tonight, and I'm sure we're gonna have a great time.
Will there be any special guests coming out to your event tonight?
Special guests? No, there's not going to be any special guests. But, I'm going to be doing my thing. Doing what I do best is really just entertaining the crowd. I think giving them something a little more than they would get on the, just off the CD and stuff like that. So for me, on a live show, you're going to see the beatboxing, you're going to, have some acoustic stuff, so it's going to be dope.
So a lot of people, Jay, have known you to be a rapper at the age of 11. That's when you started your career, and now you've kind of transitioned into more of a, of an R&B singer that a lot of people know about. But a lot of our fans really want to know, and I really want to know, who is Jay Sean?
Who is Jay Sean? I think if you're talking musically, I grew up, as you said, heavily into hip-hop, but hip-hop and R&B nowadays go hand in hand, and what I've realized is that in today's age, actually all types of music seem to go hand in hand. You've got dance, pop, hip-hop, R&B all fusing together. People like Usher, myself, Chris Brown, able to hop in and out of those worlds. So for me, I'm just always aware of the fact that unless I do music that feels 100% me and feels 100% organic, then it's not me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, every single song that you hear is the real Jay Sean, as it were.
We look at the Bollywood scene and we look at the Hollywood scene and we see a trend now. We see a lot of collaborations, a lot of change with many different artists. Recently you collaborated with one of the artists, Sonu Nigam, who's done some collaborations with top 40 artist Britney Spears. And then she went on and done some other collaborations as well. So, in your own words, tell us a little bit about this track that you collaborated with Sonu Nigam. It's got a little bit of a hip-hop and R&B feel to it. What type of music is it?
Yeah, so, the Sonu Nigam collaboration was something that, I've been wanting to do for a while. I think Sonu's a really amazing talent, has a great voice. So I wrote a song for us called The One, and I sent it over to him in Bombay, and he loved it, and he did his thing to it. He put his Hindi vocals and a little bit of English he even sang in, and it sounds awesome, sounds amazing.
Jay, recently the beautiful Priyanka Chopra has been signed by Universal Records. And she's starting to kind of outcast her new kind of, singing career. She was signed by Universal. She's very excited. Are you going to collaborate with her? Are you doing anything behind the scenes for her? Have you worked with her in the past?
We haven't collaborated as yet, but I have written a few songs for her album. I wrote 3 songs for her album. So, all I can tell you is that the songs are great. Her album's going to be solid. It's going to be really good.
As we take a look at your past history, we can see that you started off with Richie Rich, and now, recently you collaborated with Lil Wayne. What would you say is your ultimate, most greatest moment for you of all time? What kind of signifies, what kind of steps out there for you to see that where you've gotten today?
Obviously, getting that #1 Billboard spot was a moment in history, I think, for all of us, for the South Asian community, for people from England as well, and I think it was destined to happen. You don't just get a #1 and then sort of disappear. I think that was my entry point into America, and I think that was something that gave me the determination and the all of the necessary enthusiasm I needed to know that I could carry on doing this, and that even though America is such a big place to try to conquer, I think that gave me the hope that it's going to be all good.
This coming October is definitely a great time for AJ. You're going to be releasing a new album that's going to be released, and a lot of people are very excited, especially your fans. You also currently have a mixtape out there right now that's available on jseanworldwide.com, and it's a mixtape. It's called The Mistress, and can you tell us a little bit about it?
It's 15 brand new tracks, original production, and that for me was probably the most important body of work I've ever done. It was my way of saying, all right, listen guys, I know that, for a lot of you, you may know that R&B is really my love. I'm passionate, it's what I do. It's what I love the most. But there's some people in America and Canada who never may have known that I do R&B. They might just think I do pop music and dance music. For the 4 singles that I've released here in America and Canada since I came here, Signed to Cash Money, have all been the pop, dance, up-tempo fun records. But that's obviously not all that I do. I do the sexy slow jams, I do the ballads, the tearjerkers, all of that stuff. So this was my way of saying, all right guys, listen, this is something else that I do. Check it out. And it's free. That's the best thing about it. All you got to do is to go to jseanworldwide.com. That's my website, jseanworldwide.com. The first minute you get there, you're going to see a massive banner saying download. Click that. It's free. There's no hidden costs. It's absolutely free. So that's something I'm super, super excited about. I'm super proud of.
Jay, how did you come up with the name Mistress for this mixtape? Where did it come from? How did you come up with it?
The Mistress was actually, the reason it's called The Mistress is because, it's my hidden love. That's what it is. R&B is my hidden love. And I wanted the world to see it. And I wanted the world to get to hear it. And then, of course, the idea came to me that I should use this as a theme for the entire mixtape. A theme around polygamy, around love triangles and love taboos and all that stuff. So that's what the whole theme of the mixtape is.
So we know the release date of your album. It's October 18th, Jay. Is there anybody who's going to be on it? Can you let us know who's going to collaborate with you on this album?
Well, actually, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about who's on it, because there's been a lot of names floating around, all the way from Akon to Pitbull, and I don't want to say who is on it and who's not on it. Let's just keep it a little surprise.
Jay, when we look at your personal life, recently we can see that there is a lucky lady potentially in your life. Are you married? Are you getting married? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
In my life, I mean, we're going well. We're going real good. I love her. Things are great. But I've always been one to try to keep my personal life a little bit personal. I think that, call me naive, I don't know, but I think there's certain things in this world that should still be should be special, should be kept a little private, a little personal, until I have to get it out, until it all comes out, whatever. That's my thing,
Jay, you've had such a great career, and a lot of our fans out there and listeners really look at you as an icon, as an idol, somebody that they want to be. A lot of the young artists out there, what is the greatest artist that you believe that you've collaborated with in the past? Who do you feel that really was a great moment in your life?
I don't know. It's hard. They've been important in their own right. I can't. How can you compare Mary J. Blige to Wayne? They're both legends in their own game. Sean Paul is a lot of fun and a great down-to-earth person, but has achieved so much. So I learned different things from different people.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here downtown Toronto. Any last messages for your fans out there? Anything that you want to say or do for all these wonderful people who continue to support you?
Say thank you so much, man, to my fans. I mean, they really are so loyal, so devoted. Absolutely love them to death. They're my soldiers. I call them my soldiers because they're like an army, and they're really down for me. So respect and thank you, and make sure you go to jseanworldwide.com right now. Go download The Mistress.